service and we were leaving the Christiansburg Cemetery, Mr. Norton offered me a ride home. I did not refuse because this is a comrade. However, while we were on our journey, Mr. Norton suddenly stopped the car and
I've instructed my lawyers to take legal action on this matter. May I also state that I see it as part of a political plot, since I have out-nominated my contenders. And
the record would show all I have is disdain for the gentleman because of how I see him. What I don't see is this story adding up. And that's my take.
Despite what I saw this morning and what Mr. Norton is saying, that I have never traveled in his car, I would like you to know that I've traveled in Mr. Norton's car on several occasions. Him and I being alone in the car.
That in the interest of the public and the party, because you come from an organization like you're going to school and teaching you to tell you you got on this uniform, you got to conduct yourself in a particular way, right?
I have carried the burden of this threat, disrespect, and violation for years. And I did tell a few of my other comrades who I see as confidants about this story.
to all Guyanese and those in the diaspora. Let me state at the outset that I saw a malicious and false post by one Eglon Gomes contending that there's some allegation of sexual harassment against me. I repeat, it is false and malicious.
Condemn any form of aggression. We are not just party members, we are a family. And families do not tear each other apart, they build each other up. 2, let us promote constructive dialogue. Let us engage in meaningful conversations about our policies, our vision, and our goals.
This is not normal. If could be proven to be factual, the Mazabis. Hello, good morning.
I morning critics.
Yeah.
The same thing that they do damn lot and they set you up so they give up their own medicine.
Roger that.
Election coming on now and they want to disdain people from the what you call it then?
The Congress.
Good.
Welcome back to the flight. Hit that subscription button, buddy, and stay updated with everything that's trending in Guyana and the diaspora. Thanks.
I never fly a helicopter, or a plane. But if they Photoshop me some plane somewhere in war with army clothes and that kind of thing, you understand me? What you gonna say? Hold on, this one brooms. She ain't in Iraq or somewhere we got some war or something. She this, she does, all kind of thing, right? You gonna jump on brooms? Eh? I mean, you want to know what's going on, but I want to ask that in the interest of the public and the party, because you come from an organization like you're going to school and teaching you to tell you got on this uniform, you got to conduct yourself in a particular way, right? Listen, people, this is an election, Alano, and I hear you. People support who they want at this time. This is an election. This is a democratic process. And people got a right if they want to support whoever leader of their choice. They have a right. But should it go to a certain extent? No, you want that dynamics and that camaraderie and all of that. Right? If I run in a position, you think I vex with a comrade who run in the same position with me? I mean, there's a democratic process. I got a constitution. The leader now had to come up against somebody to become leader. Right? Who they want to support is everybody's comrade. Are you going to the race, my thing? and you're going to the race must be fair and nice and so on. Everything not be fair. But let democracy prevail here, so. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You telling me I go to GCOM and GCOM going to the election. And Babs, GCOM said that somebody take out your hard drive. With all the information that it's not a concern. It's a legitimate concern. You understand? And they're going to work out and whatever and whatever. But I want to stick to the whole issue. Why people coming out there and cussing out and calling Madam Kissoon all kinds of names. Because a man put a post and he said X, Y, Z, and Z. I am sure, you know. I am sure. Because if it's me, right? First thing it's not she come and say that, you know. I am sure that whatever it is, I am sure that Comrade Kissoon is going to come out and say, well, listen, this or that or this not. Trust me when I say this. Right? Of course. But oh no, nobody waiting, you know. They're going on and they're going on and they're going on. Because people, could we and women, it's women running this thing, you know, cussing on in these comments. Could we not do that to another woman? What are we doing? Well, if I gotta go out there and cuss out and this and that with somebody, let me tell Alian and the general public for position and this and that, and life and this and all that. Listen, wrong person. Wrong person, we must go and compete. And so on, with the focus and the best interest, not because it's a People's National Congress reform, so by extension it's people and so on. And you want to respect the people, you want to respect your base, and you want to respect, you can't, in you Hunger Game fight and all that kind of thing. Right? You can't want to operate like that. But we all must want to support and show respect. Don't talk when it's something over here and then when it's something over there and saying. Nobody even know if it's truth, if it's facts, nothing. Right? But cause you know, Comrade Kissoon. Right? So I want to ask us, don't do it, man. Don't do it to women. It's wrong. It's wrong. Where's the bigger picture out there? And people, I am not going to say that, but regardless of one, in spite of this. No. You gotta respect people. It got a process, and everybody must respect that process. I bet she can come and clear her name. But in the meantime, stop going out there and cuss the woman, because now only she got to come and clear her name. Now we got to come and clear your name too. Since you're a gossip, you run and everybody holding up, and she like, what? You know what I mean? And then how it come to the mayor, how the mayor get involved in this and all of that. It's ridiculous. I agree with you. Right? I agree with you. So, some people are now who got sense and this body sharing and all these nasty comments. Come on, comrade. Come on. Don't do it. Don't do it. Right? Don't do it. Oh my gosh, when you go through some of the things that people saying about a woman who been fighting, when you see all the struggles and all that come out, right? And something just go there, just here and just trying to destroy somebody like that. Oh my gosh. That's so hard. That's wicked. You can't try to block up where you can't build. No matter if you got a block and you're trying to build around it, everything that you flake off is important, you know. You know? And I'm not going to pretend like I see it. If it was something PP, I would have seen it. And I would have said the same thing. I would have said, listen, you ain't got to come and say something and clear this here. I don't know if it's truth or lie or what really going on. But when it comes to a woman and the jumping out there and a woman and this and that, me asking one to all them women with in the PNC, if they see somebody, even if it's one comrade cussing out and talking bad things about the next comrade, stop it. And especially she's a woman. Nonsense. Right? Nonsense. So, the public deserves to know the truth. The party image and reputation. I remember several years ago, I was a young girl, and the PNC was in office, so they got precedent that is set. And an allegation came up about a senior comrade who then become a leader. And, you know, he stepped aside, they had an investigation, and things, continue, and things went on. right? But I'm telling you something, you know, me, when I look, people I can come out. By the way, let me state that I called the GS this morning and I get an email and I get some documents. Yes, trying to read some of the comments now, and I am going to address the aspect with that separately. I just jump out here because I see this thing boiling out. And again, I don't like repeating myself. People got a right to ask questions. People got a right to want to know. All this is good. But you done passing judgment. People done passing judgment upon Comrade Kissoon. Done passing judgment. And getting disrespectful and out of order. That's nasty. Stop. Stop. You know? You know? So don't do it. Don't do it. I don't do it. I don't want to do it. If I were to run and to become leader, I don't all these sympathetic thing like this and that. Listen, you can't be a sympathetic leader and then lead. Then you make it. You talk, complain when you go there and lead and let people see and put out your ability and all of that, right? So don't come wrong. Don't come wrong. It's funny. But if it's somebody tell me they're gonna go there and support me and this and that, I ain't doing it. I see Comrade Annette out there. Yeah, put up on your Facebook page, no man. Let the leader come out and say something. And if they say, come out there and say something, stop the cussing up. Stop all the sharing. What kind of nonsense is this? Back up yourself, people. Eh? I mean, Vanessa Kissoon is alive. Vanessa is alive, and I am not going to sit down and look at something like this and then say what God said publicly and bury my head in the sand. I don't like it. It's disgusting. It's disrespectful. Disrespectful. Melina Pollard, tall up yourself. You from Bardico. Right? Disrespectful. Y'all gotta get some respect and get some order. And some of you are gonna call y'all out, you know. I'm gonna sweep through. I'm gonna call out some of them. People putting up all kind of things with Comrade and them is Comrade and sharing and all that. I said to put y'all self in order because I answer. Listen, I am not in a good mood. You know? So examine yourself for this time. Back up yourself, examine yourself. Who's the chairman? Tell you, put it on notice. Examine yourself. That is never the conduct. That's not how it's supposed to be. You know? Some of you are pulling into them disciplinary committee and so on. Right? I don't care. Sometimes some people got the worst thing for say, but when trouble come, pressure come and fight, there's the same people they're looking for. Yes. So, I hope before tomorrow, people have a right. I'm calling, you know what I mean? It don't exist now. Oh Lord, I'm saying they should. Right? Nobody you think they could come and tag me in a nonsense? Some of them taking the tag and this and the glad for somebody put something for them to share it. Worse than cheering Denise? Listen, y'all know me mouth, right? I just come in there's a little force face to say, listen, alright, back up yourself. It's not right. You know? And stop calling on her to come and clear her name because somebody said that she can clear her names. Both parties got to come and clear the side. Right? She's a comrade and so on. So, y'all stop it. Stop it. Right? That's why you see, I don't even know it's tag because when something's tag and this and some people tag and they put in, some people ain't only tag in the sharing. The sharing, I don't care what nobody say. Whether I run for position, I don't run for position or not, if I got something to say, I can say it. If I got something, I can write and be the individual. I ain't going out there and cuss no comrade, pull down no comrade, do this and all these kind of stupidness and all the kind of thing for one for position and go behind people back and lie and all kind of Nancy story. Eh? No, 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 no. Rooms ain't getting involved in though. Rooms stay far away from them. Right? Far, far, far away. Right? Far away. Oh, I read some comments that they mentioned about this sister. Oh, jeez, you. Nothing of any substance, just wicked and just nasty. And who they with who? So where's a crime? No, you see, they're glad to be tagged, some of them in it. Some of them glad to share it. You understand what I mean? Because they don't judge and there's judge, jury, and everything. Comrade board, you the wrong 2 seasons for getting yourself in all them cussing stuff, share some of them thing, and only let tag you with certain thing, comrade. Right? I tell y'all, this election coming, I come in full force, I come in for work, I come in for unite, I want to work for Guyana. Right? I want to work for every, you know what I mean? I want to work and go out there, I want to fight for this country by extension, Guyanese people. I ain't got time with all this, that. I work inside, I tired if you listen to all me voice. Yeah? Me got no position, I never fight for position yet. Never. Run out there and say, doing this and I want this position and I want this position and I want. Never. But I want to thank the comrades. I'm telling you today, I can deal with it tomorrow, but I don't know it's who because I just don't know who and wherever. But I'm nominated for leader, nominated for chairman, nominated for vice chairman, and nominated for central exec committee. But I want these delegates and so on and and a lot of them.
I come to you with a heart heavy with concern and a mind resolute in the belief that we can rise above the current challenges that threaten to divide us. As all of Guyana knows, we are a mere 2 weeks away from our 22nd Biennial Delegates Congress. Our party, the People's National Congress Reform, has always stood as a beacon of hope, unity, and progress for the people of Guyana. However, recent events have cast a shadow over our noble cause. It pains me deeply to witness the vitriol and hostility that have begun to pervade our campaign. Known surrogates of some candidates are resorting to aggressive, reprehensible personal attacks against other candidates and against their fellow party members. This behavior is not just an affront to the individuals targeted. It is an assault on the very fabric of our party and everything we stand for. I remind us that we sing brotherhood our armor plate. We must ask ourselves, what kind of country, what kind of future are we building if we tear each other down in the process? How can we lead a nation if we cannot even lead ourselves with dignity and respect? The answer is clear, we cannot. We are at a crossroads, my brothers and sisters, and the path we choose now will define not only our party, but also the legacy we leave for future generations. It is time to return to the principles that have always made the PNCR strong: unity, respect, and constructive dialogue. I call upon each and every member of our great party to stand with me in rejecting the tactics of division and hate. Let us embrace a campaign that is grounded in mutual respect and a shared vision for a better Guyana. So here's what we must do. 1, we must reject hostility. Let us unequivocally condemn any form of aggression. We are not just party members, we are a family. And families do not tear each other apart. They build each other up. 2, let us promote constructive dialogue. Let us engage in meaningful conversations about our policies, our vision, and our goals. Healthy debate is the cornerstone of democracy, but it must be conducted with respect and integrity. Let us commit to a code of conduct that ensures our campaigns are run with the highest standards of decency. This is not just about winning an election, it is about setting an example for our nation. 3, let us foster unity, remembering that our strength lies in our unity. We are stronger together, and only together can we achieve the progress we envision for our beloved country. Let us remember, too, that challenging the incumbent within our party is not an act of rebellion or anti democratic. Rather, it is a vital expression of democracy itself. It ensures that our leadership remains accountable, transparent, and in touch with the ever evolving needs and aspirations of our members. Embracing this democratic process reinforces our commitment to the principles of fairness and inclusivity and will ultimately result in the party's unity being enhanced and our effectiveness in serving the people of Guyana. Our party's history is rich with examples of resilience in the face of adversity. Let us draw inspiration from our past and forge a future where the PNCR stands as a paragon of respect, democracy, and progress. I believe in the spirit of the PNCR. I believe in each and every one of you. Together, we can overcome these challenges and emerge stronger, more united, and more dedicated to the service of the people of Guyana. So let us rise above. Let us be better. Let us be the PNCR that our founder envisioned and that our future generations deserve.
It's a mantra for me because she embodies unity. She is committed to bringing together all factions of the People's National Congress reform and creating a culture where every member is heard and valued.
It's a mantra for me. Yes, she's for the country. A mantra for the party and the country. Can't you see?
I actually wanted to start, it's very catchy. But before we get into the jingle, why the need to send that message across the party membership? And why do you think that you have to remind, at this point in time, the membership that challenging the leadership is an expression of democracy?
Well, look, Report, if you're on social media, you've seen it. I will not pretend to be an ostrich and bury my head in the sand. The vitriol was there, and there were personal attacks. I think even the leader himself had to come out and disavow a personal attack made against me. And so I thought it was important that we understand that we have to engage, and we have to engage in a mature manner. Like I said, and I truly believe that contesting for leadership in any organization is not an act of rebellion. The PNCR Constitution expressly says that we are a democratic organization. And as a part of our democratic ethos, that is what happens. And so, I mean, you are from the US, you see it all the time in the Democrats and the Republicans. They have their internal contests. And
As a pause for a second, I'm having a difficulty hearing you. So we're going to switch cameras. So let me do a quick pause and see.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Vanessa Kissoon, former Member of Parliament, teacher by profession, councillor of the Linden Mayor and Town Council, women's rights activist, and most of all, a mother of 4. This afternoon, I will be reading a statement following all that has been happening most recently on social media. PNCR members, supporters, fellow Guyanese, I have served the people of this country with pride at the highest level of decision making. Many women, young people, persons of all ages, class, and race look to me for leadership and expect me to do what is right. I am committed to their expectations of me as a female advocate and role model, a politician, a teacher, and most of all, a mother. There is a social media story that is taking on various proportions and shapes after a statement was released by one Eglon Gomes, whom I acknowledge to have had a conversation with some time back, with a third party being present. I did not in said conversation approve of Mr. Gomes taking my story public for any purpose whatsoever. However, despite what I saw this morning and what Mr. Norton is saying, that I have never traveled in his car, I would like you to know that I've traveled in Mr. Norton's car on several occasions, him and I being alone in the car, because Mr. Norton, as I've always seen him, is a political comrade. Mr. Norton and I, as political comrades, would have attended a funeral in Linden, and after the funeral, me a ride home. I did not refuse because this is a comrade. However, while we were on our journey, I did not. Christiansburg Cemetery, Mr. Norton offered me a ride. And after the funeral service and we were leaving the Christiansburg Cemetery, Mr. Norton offered me a ride home. I did not refuse because this is a comrade. However, while we were on our journey, Mr. Norton suddenly stopped the car and I heard the locks. As you know, when a car is locked, it clicks. He then looked at me. I was in the passenger seat, he's the driver. And he showed me his gun in his foot. And he said, this is where he normally carries his gun. And then he further said to me, if I put this gun to your head and rape you, what would you do? I froze because I became very fearful for my life. I was speechless. I almost wet my skin that day because here is a comrade, one that I held as a comrade, doing this to me. And I looked Mr. Norton in his eyes and I said to him, because at that time I said to myself, you have to be strong. And I said to him, I ain't afraid of that nor you, scunt. Are you gonna have to fucking kill me? However, Mr. Norton did not carry out those threats or desires. But I have carried the burden of this threat, disrespect and violation for years. And I did tell a few of my other comrades who I see as confident about this story. I want to say at this time, Mr. Norton has never been anything to me but a political comrade. Since my story has gone public without me initiating it, as it was my right, I state that that was wrong, regardless of the motive. Being forced to deal with this publicly as a result of actions of another hurts. I can only say to those who, like me, are victims, take control of your experiences. before others do so for you. Mr. Norton may have missed the times we are in and the value placed in protecting women and girls. No one should be subject to such inappropriate sexual advances and threats. To those men and women who have allowed politics and not what is right to influence your judgment of the situation, you have a lot to learn about abuse and sexual misconduct. I recall how vigorously we and some of you, and we went after other accused, but now you let your own down. Our party, our nation needs more enlightenment and a non-partisan approach to actions of this nature.
One love, Delta 9 family. Welcome back to the flight. Now, this is the information on the ground. This is what persons are talking about on the ground. This is what's trending right now. In the opposition, there's a lot going on. Not only the Congress, not only the power struggle, but way more. We're hearing different persons are talking about it. We just heard Honorable Amansa Desir conversate on the topic, right? And saying, hey, we can deal with this better. We heard Simona Brooms speak on it as well. And she's saying, look, Kanda, how are you carrying yourself? How are we dealing with this? We should deal with this in a way that is more appropriate. And we also heard directly from the person that is making these very damning allegations against the head of the opposition right before, mind you, right before the big Congress that is going to go on later on in this same month. And we got to analyze a number of things as well, because these allegations are very damning. But as with anything like this, when presented here on Delta 9 Media, we always are going to make sure that we present both sides, giving persons a chance as much as we can, allegedly, to present something that is going to give an answer to what might be presented about them by somebody else. So right now, we're going to go into the conversation directly from the head of the opposition himself, and we're going to hear him answer to what was being alleged against him, these very damning allegations, not to mention invasion at the borders and all the rumors of war. And just when you think things couldn't get any hotter, just when you think the headlines couldn't get any more hotter, here we go again. But we're going to hear directly now from the head of the opposition, and we're going to hear what he has to say about this. And if you haven't already, do remember to hit the like button, thumbs up these content, thumbs up the content, so that these headlines can stay in the headlines. Why? Because most time when you see we take time out and put up content is to make sure that these things are circulated among the headlines in Guyana and in the diaspora, and presented in a way to present both sides of the story so that none of it is swept under the rug. So if you haven't already, take some time out, buddy. Thumbs up the content.
To all Guyanese and those in the diaspora, let me state at the outset that I saw a malicious and false post by one Eglon Gomes, contending that there's some allegation of sexual harassment against me. I repeat, it is false and malicious. I wish to make it very clear that at no time in my life did Shamus Solomon ever ask me to drop Vanessa Kissoon to Linden. Secondly, at no time Vanessa Kissoon and I were in any vehicle alone heading to Linden. All of these claims are false and malicious. I wish to call on Shamus Solomon and Vanessa Kissoon to speak to this issue, since failure to do so will suggest that they are complicit in this false and malicious post. I've instructed my lawyers to take legal action on this matter. May I also state that I see it as part of a political plot, since I have out-nominated my contenders, and Eglon Gomes is known to be campaigning for one of the persons contending in these elections. I repeat to all Guyanese, at no stage was I ever involved in sexually harassing anybody.
Well, Delta 9 family, we've gotten both sides of the conversation. Both persons that are directly involved spoke their sides as to what they have to say in relations to what actually took place. Yeah, we hear directly from Ms. Kissoon and we hear directly from the Honorable Aubrey Norton as well. And we heard from Ms. Brooms and Ms. Desir, and everyone had their information that they brought forth as to what is going on in this situation, how it should be dealt with. We can hear some more because Guyanese talking about this thing, this thing trending. This thing is trending on the ground. Everybody's whispering, hey, you hear what's going on? Hey, you hear about this, that, and the third. This thing is trending. Persons are saying they don't believe. Persons are saying it looks like it's a setup because of politics. And persons are saying, look, some people might be getting a taste of their own medicine. Let's hear directly what's going on the ground from another perspective over here at Delta 9 Media. Why? We respect our audience and we want to make sure that they stay informed with everything that's trending in Guyana and the diaspora. So if you haven't already, hit that thumbs up button and do remember to subscribe.
Now here was saying, normally I skiddy daddle around when these accusations are being made because I don't want genuine victims to feel that we're beating up on them. But you can't skiddy daddle around this. Vanessa Kissoon has a lot to say here. A lot is being said. But not so much as being a victim. It's more about Aubrey Norton being a poor leader, making poor decisions. Just before Aubrey Norton vying for his leadership position. Now again, I am in no way, shape or form representing Aubrey Norton. The record would show all I have is disdain for the gentleman because of how I see him. What I don't see is this story adding up. And that's my take. Now I have no reason. Me ain't got no horse in the race. What I think it is unfair. It is also unfair what was done to Damlal, how it was narrated, how it was collected, because the PNC pull off, the PVP pull off a clean process. And then bam, accusations come out. Bear in mind, Vanessa Kissoon herself accepted she was a comrade. She believed, she knows, she accepted she's a comrade. What she did not do is come out and speak 7 years on to represent other women. Now she find the energy. Now somebody put it out there that she tell, and then she not respond, and then she respond. This kind of dirty politics is worrying. And as much as I see Aubrey Norton as nothing much of a man, I would not do anything such to sully or destroy, or not do, because I is not a woman. I will not support anything as such that is not with weight or validity to be used to destroy a man's character, whether I like him or not. You ever tell you? Vanessa Kissoon game play out here. What Aubrey Norton has to accept is that is what the PNC does. That is their modus operandi. And the exact thing they be doing to other people happen to he now, because they know to play it well. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Yes.
Yes, I just want to share the input. What you saying, she has a lot of emotions earlier, but
No. You misunderstand what I'm saying. I'm saying emotions trigger the need to express emotions, right? So emotions can be sad, emotions can be happy. When you get an effect in you that causes you to want to cry, your facial expression changes and you cry immediately. It happens immediately. You know, your face don't act like you want to cry and tears don't come.
Right.
You understand? You call it alligator tears. It don't come.
In my honest opinion, there are no emotions here. It's a big play. She's a good actor.
Well, I don't want to accuse her in light of the accusations she's making. But I'm saying this story and add up to we. Anybody can see it. You're PVP or PNC. Straight up, nobody know your name. You're PVP or PNC. Who you supporting?
PPP.
Roger. Even the PPP people who angry with the PNC, who don't like Norton saying this and not enough, because none of we as men want to see this happen to us.
Exactly.
This bullshit.
I don't like Norton at all. But
Louis left the politics outside. Norton's an asshole, I say so.
she's punishing herself to give a play there, to show like she has emotion, but there are no emotions there.
Roger that.
In my honest opinion, yeah.
Safe. Everybody. This is the first time they camp on the other side. Hello. Hello, good morning. I would want to feel Nigel Darmlal, who know he gets set up with come and talk for Norton. I say, man, watch. Listen, adding up. These are serious allegations. No, this is how you get protected. Make a report. Who comes up with things like that? If I hold this gun to your head and rape you, did he take out the gun? Who this is not normal. If could be proven to be factual, the Mazabis. Hello, good morning.
I morning critics.
Yeah.
The same thing that they do Damlal and they set you up so they give up their own medicine.
Roger that.
Election coming on now, and they want to disdain people from the what you call it then?
The Congress.
Good. Right?
Even the PPP people could see though. It's in adding up. Hello, good morning.
Hi, good morning, Mr. Critic. You on here?
Yeah.
Yes, I like how you're processing this allegation like forensic file. I think so. Kuma, you have to hire you know. I like how you're processing this this allegation.
No, you gotta go through this here. Here, I telling your partner. I have been in many cases here, and the women are not made out how they make out themselves. The funny thing is, you gotta remember when we discussing these things, you got genuine victims behind the scene. So you don't want them to feel they're running and they can't come and make accusations and they can't report it. You don't want to frighten the genuine victims. But this is dangerous. Now, a new thing, 6 minutes of nearly 7 minutes. It is about you and mostly a mother trying to appeal to people. This is PNC playbook.
I don't believe, look, as a government supporter, PPP supporter, I don't believe Norton do something like that. There's an allegation against the man. If Norton wanted to outside fling and he could move through any PNC
No, but like
constituency and get some nice, young, fresh thing and these things.
No, but here, now, not only that.
Norton for years. The man wouldn't destroy political career. You hear it?
By here, I ain't gonna put my neck on a black for nobody. I ain't gonna put my neck on it, but I'm saying, like, if I hold this gun to you here and rape you, what you would do? Like, this man is being made out to be a rapist. This is not, this is rapist behavior. This is not an encounter that turned into rape. You imagine stating that a man said, if I hold this gun to your head and rape you, how you just do that? Like, remember, people talk about actions that they can conceive in their mind. The person who would say that is sick in their mind. You understand? Because
I don't believe.
You literally.
I don't believe.
It's not factual.
Norton would do something.
Here was the funny thing. To suggest an action, you would have to play it out in your head. And I'm telling you, nobody tells nobody I'm gonna hold a gun. They would hold a gun to your head as a rapist. There is them Lifetime movie freaky shit.
Everybody got an opinion about it, right? Now, even which he's saying is truth. I don't believe Mr. Norton would go to the level where he have to exert violence and threat. He probably would have tell you a nice cozy way.
Yeah. One girl, how long we think?
Gotta pull out a gun.
Yes, sir.
And all them things. That's total nonsense, man. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, it coincide with the man vying for the leadership, as you rightly said. But it's good. All these other news people and these things, them ain't get into the forensic analysis of it, like how you're dealing with it. You're doing it a positive for this morning. Anyway, thank you. Good.
Roger, bro. Hello, good morning.
Morning, Mr. Critics.
Talk to me.
Input.
Your PNC or your PPP? Right away. Your PNC or your PPP?
Me a PPP.
Roger, give me your input.
I had PPP. Me born in PPP, my dad in PPP. But as much as I don't like Mr. Norton and I don't see him as somebody, well, of a presidential look for a country, these allegations that have been leveled against him on social media, I think that it should be critics like I don't have words, but let me tell you something. I don't like it and I don't appreciate it. And people must think before they say certain things. Now, if such an allegation, you're going to bring certain allegation like this of a serious nature. These allegations are more serious than murder. Man does get up on murder charge and don't get up on charge like they say. Right?
Serious allegations?
Why don't make a report to the police station and let the police in.
Maybe you've not, you know it's over 7 years ago we're talking about.
Jesus Christ, I thought was this thing happened last week.
Years.
Man.
Years now.
Let me tell you.
Now she find the energy.
Let me say something. On behalf of the PPP, I have deeply apologized to Mr. Norton at this moment. Like really and truly, because unless there is evidence to support this allegation, I will withdraw that apology.
A natural way to stay ready, baby. 'Cause I'm ready for you, Mr. C. The ultimate male supplement, men's total wellness formula, packed with essential nutrients for men's health. She'll call you Mr. C.
Assuming, my dear, that there could possibly be a heck of a lot of indictments against these individuals. And who knows? Now, I don't. I'm just reading between the lines that maybe sometime soon the U.S. will ask those Pacus in Guyana to extradite these people. Now, I don't know. I'm just saying maybe. I'm just trying to read between the lines.